Have you ever noticed how a beautiful fragrance can do something magical? It doesn't just make you smell good, it creates an aura. It tells a story without saying a word. And after 50, that story becomes even more powerful. Because at this stage of life, you're no longer trying to impress anyone. You've earned your elegance. Your confidence is quieter, more graceful. And the right fragrance? It simply enhances that natural sophistication you already carry. But summer can be tricky. The heat, the humidity, they can turn some perfumes into overwhelming clouds or cause others to disappear within an hour. You want a fragrance that doesn't fight the weather but works with it. Something light yet lasting, fresh but never juvenile, sophisticated but never heavy. That's exactly why today's video is so important, because I've handpicked 3 perfect summer fragrances for women over 50 in 2025. These aren't trendy scents that will fade with the season. They're carefully selected because they flatter mature skin, complement your warm summer days, and leave a soft, unforgettable impression wherever you go. We're talking about fragrances that feel like a perfect linen dress, effortlessly chic, breathable, and timeless. When you wear them, people won't necessarily say, "Oh, she's wearing perfume." Instead, they'll think, "She smells incredible. She carries herself with such grace. I want to know her secret." And that's exactly what fragrance should do for us after 50. It's no longer about attracting attention. It's about expressing who you are, confident, elegant, and beautifully comfortable in your own skin. In the next few minutes, I'm going to walk you through these 3 summer gems, explain why they work, what makes them perfect for mature women, and how each one can become your signature scent this season. So, if you're ready to elevate your summer fragrance game and discover scents that truly honor the woman you've become, stay with me, because you're going to love what's coming next. Let's begin with a fragrance that feels like a soft breeze on a warm summer morning. A scent that doesn't try to announce itself, but simply becomes part of you. Effortless. Graceful. Timeless. That's exactly what Chanel Chance Eau Tendre offers. And it's one of the most perfect summer fragrances for women over 50. The first time you spray Chanel Chance Eau Tendre, it greets you with a gentle burst of freshness. You'll notice the grapefruit and quince dancing together in the opening. They create a bright, juicy introduction, never sharp, never loud. It feels like the first sunlight peeking through your bedroom window, inviting you to step into the day. There's something joyful in that first impression. It lifts your mood instantly. It doesn't feel heavy or complicated, it feels alive. And that's exactly how a summer fragrance should begin. But what makes Chanel Chance Eau Tendre truly special isn't just the opening. It's how it unfolds, slowly revealing its heart. As the brightness softens, you'll discover delicate floral notes of jasmine and rose. They don't overwhelm. They don't fight for attention. They simply wrap around you like a soft silk scarf, comforting. Feminine, mature in the most beautiful way. This is not the sweet, sugary floral that feels too young. Nor is it the heavy, powdery floral that feels dated. Instead, it finds the perfect middle ground, where experience meets softness. And that's what makes it so perfect for women over 50. Because at this stage of life, you don't need a fragrance that tries too hard. You don't want something that shouts for attention. You want something that gently enhances who you already are. Your confidence, your elegance, your grace. As the hours pass, Chanel Chance Eau Tendre settles into its base. The white musk begins to rise, creating a clean, smooth, almost skin-like warmth. It's comforting, familiar. A quiet presence that lingers softly as the day goes on. And here's where Chanel truly understands the art of balance. The dry down never becomes too heavy, even under the heat of summer. Whether you're enjoying a brunch on a sunny patio, attending a garden party, or simply walking through the city streets, this fragrance stays light and polished, always appropriate, always elegant. One of the challenges women face after 50 is finding a fragrance that feels right for this season of life. Many perfumes either lean too youthful or too old-fashioned. But Chanel Chance Eau Tendre feels timeless. It's modern without being trendy. It's sophisticated without being stiff. It allows you to feel fresh, feminine, and fully present in your own skin. Think of it like your favorite summer dress. Soft pastel colors, flowing fabric, comfortable and flattering. It doesn't hide who you are. It highlights your natural beauty. That's what Chanel Chance Eau Tendre does. It's the finishing touch to your effortless style. And while some summer perfumes fade quickly or become overwhelming in the heat, this one offers beautiful longevity. With just a few sprays in the morning, you'll find it stays with you for hours, gently evolving throughout the day. It doesn't fill a room. Instead, it leaves a soft, inviting trail. The kind of scent that makes people lean in just a little closer and wonder what it is. That's the quiet power of Chanel Chance Eau Tendre. It doesn't need to be loud to be noticed. For women who've grown into their confidence, who know their worth, and who want a fragrance that reflects that quiet sophistication, this is a perfect match. It's fresh enough for hot summer days, elegant enough for special occasions, soft enough for everyday wear. Whether you're traveling, attending family gatherings, enjoying a summer wedding, or simply having coffee with friends, this fragrance fits seamlessly into your life. And perhaps most importantly, it feels like it was made for the woman you've become. A woman who carries herself with ease, who understands that elegance isn't about being seen, it's about being remembered. Chanel Chance Eau Tendre doesn't chase attention. It invites admiration. And that, I believe, is exactly the kind of fragrance every elegant woman over 50 deserves for her summer. Now let's step into a different kind of summer elegance, one that feels like a private getaway, a breeze off the Mediterranean coast. The sun warming your skin, the sound of gentle waves in the distance, a moment where time slows and everything feels effortless. That's exactly the experience Ford Neroli Portofino delivers. And for women over 50, it offers something rare, the quiet luxury of confidence without effort. From the very first spray, you're transported. The opening is vibrant and sparkling with a beautiful burst of citrus, bitter orange, bergamot, lemon, each note perfectly blended, creating a brightness that feels alive and full of energy. But unlike many citrus scents that fade quickly or feel sharp, this opening is smooth. Polished, elegant, it doesn't attack the senses. It invites you in, fresh but never cold, lively but never loud. It feels like the moment you step out onto a sunlit terrace overlooking the sea. A light breeze moves through your hair. You exhale, and the world seems just a bit more beautiful. As the fragrance settles, something magical happens. The heart reveals itself, built around the timeless beauty of neroli and orange blossom. These floral notes are clean, slightly sweet, but always refined. They add softness to the bright citrus, creating a perfectly balanced heart. And then comes the gentle presence of lavender. It adds a calming touch, a whisper of relaxation beneath the freshness. Like sitting beneath a shade tree on a warm afternoon. Still, present, completely at ease. This is where Neroli Portofino truly shines for mature women. Because after 50, your elegance isn't about chasing attention. It's about presence. It's about knowing exactly who you are and not needing to prove it to anyone. The fragrance reflects that beautifully. It carries itself with grace. It allows your confidence to speak for itself. And as the hours pass, Neroli Portofino continues its quiet evolution. The base notes begin to reveal warm amber and soft white musk. They ground the fragrance gently, adding a subtle depth without ever becoming heavy. Even on the hottest summer days, it stays fresh. Light enough for daytime wear, yet sophisticated enough for an evening dinner by the water. That's part of its magic. It fits wherever you are, a weekend brunch, a summer wedding, a rooftop cocktail party, an afternoon by the pool. It adapts, always adding a layer of effortless elegance. And it feels mature, not in the sense of being old-fashioned, but in the best way. Mature because it understands that true luxury doesn't need to shout. It whispers. It lingers softly in the air, leaving a trace of sophistication that others notice, even if they can't quite put their finger on why. For women over 50, that's the kind of fragrance that feels right, because you've already learned the art of subtlety, of letting your presence speak louder than any single accessory, of choosing quality over quantity. Ford Neroli Portofino is part of that philosophy. It's not inexpensive, but it's worth every drop, because it doesn't feel like just another perfume. It feels like an extension of your lifestyle, refined, understated, memorable. And while many summer fragrances struggle to hold up in the heat, this one lasts beautifully. With just a few sprays, you'll carry its soft, elegant trail for hours. And even as it fades, it does so gracefully, never collapsing into something harsh or synthetic. Imagine walking into a room on a warm summer evening. You're wearing your favorite flowing dress, soft, neutral tones, perhaps a pair of delicate gold earrings. Your skin carries the faint glow of the sun from earlier in the day, and as you move, there's this subtle, fresh, expensive aroma that follows you. People notice. Not because you demand attention, but because everything about you feels perfectly put together, effortlessly elegant. That's what Ford Neroli Portofino delivers. It's not for everyone, but for the woman who understands the power of quiet confidence, it's perfection. In many ways, it's not just a fragrance, it's a mood, a destination. A reminder that at this stage of life, you deserve moments that feel like a personal vacation, even if you're simply walking through your neighborhood. And that, I believe, is exactly why Neroli Portofino belongs in your summer fragrance wardrobe. Sometimes, true elegance lies in simplicity, in the little details, in the moments where nothing is forced and everything just feels right. That's the kind of beauty Joe Malone captures so perfectly in Wood Sage Sea Salt. From the very first spray, you'll feel it. A breath of fresh coastal air. A light breeze carrying the scent of the sea. Soft, clean, effortlessly uplifting. There's no sharpness, no overwhelming sweetness, no heavy florals fighting for attention. Instead, it's pure ease, like standing barefoot on a quiet beach, the sand cool beneath your feet, the ocean stretching endlessly before you. For women over 50, this kind of fragrance is something special. Because by now, you've experienced enough to know that you don't need to chase complexity to feel beautiful. You've learned to appreciate the luxury of simplicity done well. The opening is crisp, with a beautiful note of sea salt blended seamlessly with sage. The saltiness doesn't feel harsh or artificial. It feels natural, lightly mineral, slightly airy, perfectly balanced by the earthy, aromatic quality of sage. And in that simple pairing, there's something deeply calming. It's not trying to be glamorous. It's not trying to impress. It simply lets you breathe. As the fragrance settles on your skin, its soft heart begins to reveal itself. There's a gentle warmth underneath, ambrette seed, adding a subtle touch of musk. A faint whisper of red algae brings just a hint of earthiness, grounding the fragrance without making it feel heavy. This balance is what makes wood sage sea salt so ideal for summer. While many fragrances struggle in the heat, becoming too sweet, too strong, too cloying, this one stays light and clean. It works with the summer air, not against it. No matter how warm the day becomes, you remain fresh, polished, effortlessly elegant, and it's incredibly versatile. You can wear it anywhere. A morning walk along the shoreline, a quiet brunch with friends, an afternoon spent browsing your favorite boutiques. Even a simple evening at home, sipping tea as the sun sets. It fits every moment because it never tries too hard. For many women over 50, finding a fragrance that feels age-appropriate can be challenging. Some perfumes are too youthful, as if trying to recapture a version of yourself you've grown beyond. Others feel too mature in a way that can feel outdated or heavy, but Wood Sage Sea Salt strikes that perfect balance. It feels modern but not trendy, fresh but not juvenile, elegant but never old-fashioned. It allows you to wear fragrance not as a statement, but as a reflection of your calm, your wisdom, your quiet confidence. When people catch a trace of this scent as you pass, they don't think, oh, she's wearing perfume. Instead, they feel something softer, a presence, a comfort, a graceful kind of beauty that invites but never demands. And that's exactly the kind of elegance that feels right after 50. You've reached a place where you don't need to announce your arrival. You simply arrive, and everything about you feels composed, refined, and fully at ease. The longevity of wood sage sea salt is soft, as you'd expect from Joe Malone's lighter formulas. It doesn't project loudly across a room. Instead, it stays close to the skin, like a gentle secret only those near you can enjoy. And in many ways, that makes it feel even more intimate, even more sophisticated. It's a scent you wear for yourself, to feel fresh, to feel grounded, to feel quietly beautiful throughout your day. And on those warm summer mornings, when the sun rises early and the day stretches wide open before you, this fragrance feels like the perfect companion. Light, inviting, effortlessly calming. Imagine stepping out of your home. The day is bright but not yet hot. You're wearing your favorite linen blouse, simple gold jewelry, comfortable sandals. You take a breath and the soft, salty air fills your senses. That's the mood wood sage sea salt creates. It reminds you that beauty doesn't always need layers. Sometimes, less truly is more. And sometimes the most captivating thing you can wear is simply your own piece. For women who've learned to appreciate the power of simplicity, Joe Malone Wood Sage, sea salt is a perfect choice. It's not loud, it's not complicated, it's simply right. And in the heart of summer, with the world full of color and warmth, that kind of quiet confidence may just be the most beautiful fragrance of all. As we reach this chapter in life, choosing a fragrance becomes something much deeper. It's no longer about following trends. It's not about trying to turn heads or impress strangers. It's about honoring who you've become, a woman with experience, with grace, with a quiet kind of confidence that only time can give. That's why summer fragrances feel so special. They accompany us through bright mornings, warm afternoons, and soft, lingering evenings. They aren't simply scents. They are companions to our daily moments, little whispers of elegance that stay with us throughout the day. Chanel Chance Eau Tendre offers a soft, romantic freshness. It brings a gentle femininity that never overwhelms, never shouts, but quietly enhances your natural presence. With its delicate blend of grapefruit, jasmine, and white musk, it feels like wearing a silk scarf on a warm summer breeze. Light, graceful, and beautifully composed. Ford Neroli Portofino gives you a taste of luxury. It carries the spirit of a Mediterranean getaway wherever you go. With its sparkling citrus opening, its clean Neroli heart, and its smooth amber base, it brings a touch of sophisticated indulgence to any summer occasion. It's not loud, but it's unforgettable. The kind of fragrance that quietly announces, I know who I am. And then there's Joe Malone Wood Sage Sea Salt. The perfect expression of simplicity done beautifully. Its salty breeze, soft sage, and gentle musk create a calming, effortless freshness that feels like freedom. It's the kind of scent you wear when you no longer feel the need to impress anyone, because you're fully comfortable in your own skin. These three fragrances are not just beautiful. They are thoughtfully chosen for women who understand that elegance is never forced. That beauty after 50 is not about recapturing youth, but about embracing a more refined kind of charm. A kind of charm that draws people in softly, leaving them with a lasting, graceful impression. So as you step into the warmth of this summer, I invite you to choose the fragrance that feels most like you, the one that complements your energy, your confidence, and your personal sense of style. Because in the end, that is what true elegance is all about. And if this video has helped you in your search for your perfect summer scent, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend who also deserves to feel beautiful this season. Thank you for spending this time with me, and until next time, stay elegant.